So I was getting ready to put together an Orc vs. Orc tournament video, and this guy showed up. He had died during one of the campaign missions I was doing, and not only did he cheat death, but he betrayed me. Fun! So, while you watch me beat the crap out of him, let me explain what this video is all about. I'm going to be taking 2 silver loot boxes that you could buy with in-game currency, take the orcs from them, power them up using the training orders that you get from them, match the orcs in each loot box against each other, and then the winners of each loot box will take on each other. The winner of that will take on my follower, and then that's where it ends. The perfect recipe for a good old-fashioned Orc vs. Orc loot box tournament. So the first silver loot box matchup is between Hoglet Bright Eyes and Togog the Slayer. Hoglet is a Mystic Slayer, riding a Karagor. That's his one special bonus. His class is Slayer. He uses Triple Strike, Fast Learner, Mystic Blade, and his Hunter's Spear, which he will throw a lot. Killing Frenzy, he's Fireproof and Beastproof. His opponent, Togog the Slayer, is Epic. He is a Dark Destroyer, has the epic trait Thick-Skinned, which means a lot more health. He's also a Karagor rider, but he has bombs and mines. This is already somewhat of an advantage. He is a destroyer who uses sappers, explosive shot, final blast, dark strikes, and he also uses a hunter's spear. Now for these loot boxes, whenever I get a training order, I'm going to give it to the weaker of the 2 orcs so that it's more even. Hoglet versus Togog. Let's go. Who's going to win?
I'm your next and final opponent. Another victim! Come on! A Karagor! Where are you going? I'll drink your blood! Yeah.
This fight was really interesting. They had such a similar playstyle that they ended up getting caught in these animation loop errors where they were trying to attack each other at close range, but both of them were too far apart, and it was great. Ultimately, though, Togog was the victor simply because he played better, and he had a little bit to use at his disposal compared to his opponent. Hoglet definitely had a chance if his opponent wasn't literally a copy of him with a couple of extra steroids and moves. And with that, Togog moves on to the next round. In our second loot box, we have 2-Horn Mancatcher versus Orc Guardmaster. Orc is a heavy-shielded warmonger commander with a group of warriors by his side. And on the other side of the fight, we have 2-Horn, who is a cursed marauder assassin, with his hunter spear being a cursed weapon. Let's find out who wins.
I can't see what I'm aiming
I apologize for the format of this particular fight. I recorded it incorrectly, and it's really hard to go back and re-record it, so I'm stuck with what I recorded. But as for the fight itself, we're talking about, you know, a regular common going up against an epic, and he almost killed the epic. And it was all thanks to the training order that I gave him prior to this fight, you know, to even it out, because, yeah, you're usually going to get one common and one epic, but that training order, that cursed weapon, really brought him far, and I'm going to do this for sure in future Orc vs. Orc tournament videos, just so that it's a much more even and entertaining fight. Orc moves on to the semifinals. And now we bring together Orc and Togog in an epic final battle. Orc with his fanatical gang of archers, and Togog with his insane amount of health, mines, bombs, explosive, everything. It's going to be a good fight.
You won't beat me!
I'm feeling it now. Who wants a try?
I can't see anything in this mess! You like this?
You miss me?
Headshot!
Orc versus Togog. Spears versus a shield. You would think someone called Orc Guard Master would actually put his surname to use. But no, more than one time he allowed those spears to just go right through his defensive shield, and that was the end of that. I feel like he could have won if he actually had guarded a bit more. And then you have Togog with his really high health and his just really good amount of crowd control, his long distance attacks, and his ability to get in close and do one of those really hard-hitting animated moves. This might be jumping the gun, but he strikes me as the same kind of fighter that Snafu was. Remember Snafu the Unstoppable? Just fire for days, burning everything up. But we will just have to see. Togog moves on to the final round against my own follower. In this final round, my follower Crimp the Shield, a Warmonger Beastmaster, and Epic Grade Uruk takes on Togog the Slayer. He is flammable, so that is something he'd have to watch out for, but no fires involved here. He has a fear of the Morgai Flies, a fear of execution. However, he has an Epic Grog Call, which makes him really great in PvE. He has a Caragor Pack, he's a Caragor Rider, and he's a Beast Slayer. He's a Beastmaster, so he has Bestial Roar, his Warmonger Clash, and Defender Shield, of course. Hopefully he uses it better than Guardmaster. He's enraged by everything, and has a good variety of immunities, none of which will really help him here, but it is something to consider. Togog, on the other hand, with his kit, could make this interesting. Let's see what happens.
Get ready to lose!
Looks like another maggot. Can't wait to be my next victim.
Look! Togog!
You make a good meal, man, mate.
In this fight, we find Togog's ability to crowd control with stuns, mines, and bombs, and then his fire damage was just added crowd control on top of that, which kept Crimp from doing a lot of the damage that he's normally capable of doing. It's funny, again, I'm reminded of Snafu in the way that he would fight and use his fire and crowd control to take down the enemy without them really being able to do anything. That said, I do think the tables could have been turned if the devs would allow for grog summoning inside of the pit fighting arena. In fact, summoning units in general, which is a part of a lot of orcs' normal kits, aren't permitted for use inside of this, even though they can spawn in with their followers, but they can't summon anymore depending on their class. And that's definitely a missed opportunity because we're seeing these orcs fight each other using only about half of their abilities. But I'm still excited just to see how far Togog can go here. Togog wins the final round and is now my new follower. I've got one last fight to show you guys with Togog. It's an epic version orc that I found through the pit fighting system. Just a randomly generated one that I thought would be interesting to pit him up against Togog since he's won all these fights so far, so might as well see just how far he can go. So while we watch this fight, I wanted to give a little unofficial announcement regarding streaming. The plan used to be to just stream on YouTube, and that would help pad out content on my channel in between my usual video uploads. But I haven't really wanted to put all of my eggs in the one YouTube basket. YouTube's not really having the greatest time right now, and they're not acknowledging their faults, and it just kind of seems to be getting worse and worse. So, in an act of spreading out what I'm doing and putting eggs in other baskets, I've decided to move to a new platform that is not Twitch. I like Twitch, and I am partnered on it, but it's run its course for me. I've been on there for years, and I've tried everything that I could to, I don't know, help it go somewhere, make it go somewhere, and I'm just not interested. I think I'd rather start fresh, and where I am starting fresh is Mixer. Mixer is a streaming platform that I would say is probably the closest thing that Twitch will ever have to a competent competitor. And when it comes to built-in interactivity between viewers and the streamer, it is unmatched. It has a built-in leveling system and credit system that makes interactivity with the viewer and the streamer that much easier to deal with because it's all uniform across all streams, so you don't have to worry about every stream having their own custom bot and custom currency. On top of that, there is virtually zero delay when it comes to, say, if I'm streaming and somebody says something, I see it instantly the moment they press enter. On top of that, I can easily, within the platform itself, set up up to 4 people in a cooperative stream. So think all of your viewers watching 4 people at once with the chat converged into just one mega chat. You've got 4 streams on screen. And that's just awesome, man. I mean, I don't know who I'd be like doing that with, like right off the bat, if anything, but I mean, that's just cool. If I'm playing with some friends and they have a stream too, and I can just add theirs to mine, and you know, that's just cool. There's more I could talk about for sure, but for now I just wanted to say I'm going to start streaming over there. I've already made a channel. I've got it most of the way set up. There's still more tweaking and stuff that I have to do, but I will leave a link in the description down below that you can click on and go over there to follow me if you are interested in watching me play stuff like Shadow of War and potentially other stuff too, like Payday 2, Fortnite, and PUBG. I should be able to stream 3 to 4 times a week, and I will upload highlights to my YouTube channel here. And you can expect me to go live 9 p.m. on the West Coast, midnight on the East Coast, for, I'd say, on average, 4 to 5 hours at a time. That's all I got to say for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a comment down below, and let me know what you think of how Togog did tonight. Do you want me to do a separate episode where I'm just pitting him against random orcs from the fight pits, or what? Let me know, and I'll take really anything into consideration. And if you did enjoy the video, then you know what buttons to press to make me happy as a YouTuber. Thanks again, guys, and I will catch you next time.